Hello, ARC family. This is Mr. Park. I just wanted to give you an update on some of the things that have been taking place at Russell Knight over the past month in January. As always, a lot of different things going on and a lot of great things happening. So let me just get into it. So Winter Concert was a huge success. I just want to give kudos to Mr. Forziati as well as Mrs. Badger just for their leadership, their commitment, and the efforts they've put forth in just preparing our fourth and fifth graders for the show. The Winter Concert really was a great opportunity to be able to see the work that the students have been doing and for them to be able to share their talents and gifts with us. Thank you for the parents who were able to attend. We really had a great turnout. As always, it was a full house. And lastly, just really proud of the kids. I love that it's a way for them to be able to share some of the skills and gifts that they do have through music. We had an exciting month with focusing on kindness, and really during the entire month there was a huge focus on kindness. So teachers were teaching lessons on kindness throughout the building. You can see on the walls that there were obviously activities and assignments that would help students to better deepen their understanding of what that is and how they can be more kind within the school community and with even beyond that. And then this past week we had the Great Kindness Challenge week to wrap things up. And so last Monday we started the week off with a kindness tunnel, and it was so much fun. I mean, we had the police department here, we had the fire department, our superintendent, Dr. Malash, was here, as well as Board of Education member and past president, Mrs. Matlack, and it was awesome. We set up a tunnel, a human tunnel, in the APR, and as students came in, we high-fived, we had music playing, and it was just an incredible way to celebrate Monday and to kick off the Great Kindness Challenge. We've also had, we tracked our intentional acts of kindness, and we call them intentional because I don't believe they're random, right? We need to actively look for opportunities to be kind, and we need to make an effort to do that. They don't just happen by magic. But the ones that we did account for, just over the past week, we had 4,532 acts of kindness. Way to go, ARC Knights. And we even had a photo booth, and we talked about, how do we show what kindness can look like, how do we define it, and we talked about the fact that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and so students came to the APR, and parents ran a photo booth where there were props. Students made posters, they took class photos, group photos, and in that picture we wanted to be able to see what kindness meant to them. And so I just wanted to thank the parents who did that. They spent an entire day taking pictures, and we had such a great time with that. Eventually it was turned into a slideshow and shared at the end of the week, actually this past Monday. Part of the Kindness Challenge was also being able to think beyond our school and to be able to serve at a global level. And so we've talked about with our students, and teachers have talked about it. We've talked about it at assemblies. We've made announcements. And we wanted our children to understand that it's a gift that we get to be educated, that we get to go to school, and that there are places in this world like Pakistan where that is not a privilege that every child has. And so we were able to take part in helping to build a school in Pakistan, and we were able to do a coin drive and raise $495 during the month of January, which is great to be able to do our part. Sidewalk chalk, I never thought in my life that I could find so much joy in sidewalk chalk, and I have to tell you, I came in this Monday, our brownies and our Girl Scouts, our brownies and daisies came in on a Sunday. It had to take them hours, and they chalked up our entire sidewalk with messages of kindness, so that when we got here Monday morning, that's what we started our day with. It was incredible. I could not stop smiling all day. In fact, I continued to just go out there just to look at it. So if you haven't had a chance to do that, please do so. before the weather washes it away. It's out front. And lastly, we had a closing ceremony yesterday to wrap things up and celebrate all the things that we did during the month of January for kindness, and it was great. Again, I want to thank Dr. Malash, Mrs. Matlack, Mrs. Judge. There was our Board of Education members, as well as Mayor Chuck Kahn for attending and celebrating with us. It was a privilege to be able to receive a proclamation for Russell Knight family for the week of kindness from Mayor Kahn. And also want to thank a few people. Really, it was a group effort, but definitely want to thank some parents who were very much involved. Mrs. Hicks, Mrs. Sobis, Mrs. Springsworth, Mrs. Burbillis, Mrs. Warfield, as well as Mrs. Boyle. Thank you for your time and your efforts for making it a great week. And last but not least, just want to really encourage Mrs. Rickensrud and just be able to honor her for her efforts in leading this whole thing, right? We would have had a Kindness Challenge week, but she kicked it up to a whole new level and made this something that is just something that we would hope to do every year. So thank you to all those folks. We also had something different, but on a Sunday, we got to go to a Villanova game. If you don't know, Villanova is ranked #1 in the country. They played Virginia, was number 12, and it was an incredible game. We had probably 200 people who attended, I believe, and Mrs. Solomons was able to get these tickets for us, which is incredible. Thank you, Mrs. Solomons. And it was an unbelievable experience. We got to see Villanova come back. They were down by, I think, 12 points going into with 10 minutes left, and they just scrapped and pushed and fought and came back and actually won the game at the buzzer. And our hope is, yes, we were excited to see that. It was awesome, and we want our children to remember that and learn from it, right? It is not how we start, it's how we finish, right? Even if we feel behind, we can keep working and working and working until we can work towards our goals. And so I'm going to wrap this piece up. And I just wanted to let you know that I have opened a Facebook page. We have a pretty active Twitter account, but we do have a Facebook page as well. So if you would like to find us at Parks Arc page, please do so. Would love to have you be a part of telling our school story. We have incredible things happening here. Be a part of it. And allow us to open a window into our classrooms in our school. And everyone, I hope you have a great week. Again, love being a part of this community, and thank you for all that you do for our kids as well as our staff.